contemplating all my time. My thoughts make me tired, just running through my mind. Wonder if there's peace that I can find, instead of always being on the grind. I need a new purpose, I'm looking for so much more.
We just got to our cabin here in West Virginia, and it's the Lookout Cabin, and it's incredible. These views are insane.
Leave me here searching, you're just what I'm longing for. When times are getting crazy and everything seems hazy, is there some place for safety I can go? Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away, you're never too far to run. Run away, run away, run away into your...
I can see the wall of rain coming towards us over there from that cloud. And it's about to be over here, and it's crazy seeing it from this perspective. It's just like a sheet right across coming towards us. There's a really cool fold right here. It goes whoop, 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 whoop. Starting the hike, got a piece of mango, and I see the rocks above us. There, that's where we're going. It's literally like a dinosaur spine sticking out of the mountain. Way up there. Nice geology sign at the beginning of the trail. Got a nice shagbark hickory trail. Look how cool that is. So we're at the beginning of the hike right now. It's about 1.5 miles up one way, and it seems like it's gonna be a pretty steep hike. I'm already tired. I'm already seeing lots of sandstone that has fallen down from the cliffs from all the rocks that we're hiking up to. So all around me is the Tuscarora sandstone, and this rock is over 400 million years old, formed on the edge of an ocean, kind of like on a beach type environment, the shoreline. Here's some right here, and here, and here, and there. So there's lots of these big boulders all over the trail, and up in New York, a lot of the time I would see that and think that it's maybe a glacial erratic. But here, those don't exist because the glaciers from the last ice age didn't make it this far. So these big rocks are actually from those big rocks that you can't see behind the trees, but up there is where we're hiking to, and they're huge cliffs of sandstone that over time have eroded and fallen down the slope. Little mid-hike snack. It's like a moss forest. Look at all of them. We made it to the viewing platform. We're so high up right now. It's like straight down from here. And the wind feels so good. Right over the edge of this is a 900-foot drop straight down. You can see some of it from here. Here's a view of part of the knife's edge of the rock, the vertical rock. But the trees are blocking most of it. So here you can see the vertical bedding planes of the rocks really well. And these used to be horizontal. So on the edge of the ancient Iapetus Ocean, a little over 400 million years ago, sands were deposited from rivers. And eventually that compacted into rock. And then later on, a little over 200 million years ago, was the Appalachian orogeny, which created supercontinent Pangaea. And when that happened, those rocks were messed up. They were crumpled and thrusted upwards and just completely folded, so that there's so many different folds and kinks in the rocks all over Valley and Ridge Province here in West Virginia and Appalachian Mountains as a whole. So it's really cool actually, because I live in New York, and this is a very similar, if not pretty much the same rock formation as the Shawangunk Mountains. And in the Shawangunk Mountains in New York, the rocks are actually almost horizontal and very similar to how they started out, how they were deposited. But here in West Virginia, even though they were deposited in a really similar place, a similar time, they've been altered to look very different, and therefore the landscape is very different. We were just up there, kind of probably like right there. Pappardelle. Oh my god. The handle. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here, let me help. Don't know why I did that. And we're gonna eat outside. And look at that gourmet meal with the view. These noodles are huge. Good morning. I have my scone and my decaf coffee here, and I'm sitting out on the porch listening to the birds. And today we're going on the Via Ferrata tour, which is at a place called NRocks. So this is the main thing I've been looking forward to on this trip, and the last few days the forecast has been a little iffy, looking like thunderstorms. So I've been so nervous that it would be canceled. And I actually had a dream last night that it was canceled, and I was so sad. A Via Ferrata essentially it stands for something in Italian that I can't remember. I think it's like, it stands for like the iron way, or like by iron. Essentially because you're climbing and you're like on a harness with a helmet and everything, and you are using carabiners, I guess is the right word, to attach yourself into iron rungs that are attached to the rock walls. So it's like climbing, but not like pro climbing, so you don't have to be like an actual expert climber, which I definitely am not. I've actually never been rock climbing, so I'm pretty nervous because I actually am kind of afraid of heights sometimes, but not enough to like stop me from doing this. But it's definitely a little bit out of my comfort zone. The main thing I'm actually a little bit nervous for is the suspension bridge, because it goes between like two of the rock fins, like two of the really steep ledges. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing these rock fins, they are called, up close, and it's because they literally look like fins of a fish or the spine of like a dinosaur. I know I'm a geologist, but I'm really bad at different dinosaur names, but I think it's the Triceratops, where it has like the spine that's spiky and it's like the shorter, lower to the ground dinosaur. I'm just really excited. I'm a little nervous, and yeah, I'll give you an update when we get back and tell you how it went.
It's so loud that I can barely hear.
All set.
Speak much louder than all my fears. Sometimes I just wanna disappear, running until I can feel you near. I need a new purpose, I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching, you're just what I'm longing for.
Oh my god, we're about to cross this. This is the part I've been most nervous about, and we're about to do it. The view here is actually unreal.
Times are getting crazy and everything seems hazy. Is there some place for safety I could go? Run away, run away, run away into your escape.
Oh my god. Echo! Woo! Okay. So I actually told you a little bit about these rocks yesterday on my hike at Seneca Rocks. The reason that they're so spiky out of the ground and make these really distinct ledges or fins in the landscape is because quartzite sandstone is super resistant to erosion. So it's made out of mostly quartz, and quartz is extremely, as a mineral, really resistant chemically and physically to any erosion. So as the rest of this landscape over millions of years has eroded, the softer rocks have created the valleys where they've been worn down, and then the ridges are the rocks that are more resistant. So these are an example of that.
Different waves, different strands of life, primal codes, cryptic by design. We just float like two floating looks. The river's wild.
Hello there.
Eastern fence lizard.
Eastern fence lizards. One, and then this one.
There's no way to pose, and if you fail, you know what there's in store. Hold on tight, you're out for some fun, and if you fail,
this is post Via Ferrata Becky checking in to say that that tour was absolutely incredible, and I am very, 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 very tired and very sore. My whole body is totally going to be sore tomorrow, but that was just a really amazing experience. The weather was amazing. It's still sunny out, even though there's been like kind of intermittent showers, but the weather was like great for us the entire tour. We had our guide all to ourselves. He was great. I was definitely really nervous in the beginning when we first started climbing up the first few rungs, because I've never been rock climbing, and we had to get used to kind of using the cable system where you have 2 carabiners. You actually have 3 carabiners, but you have 2 that you use constantly, that you're always attaching like at least 1 to the different cables. So I got a little nervous, kind of like multitasking and kind of just like getting used to being up on the rock wall. But as we kept going, I got used to things and the jitters kind of calmed down a little bit. There were definitely parts where I was definitely nervous again, but it wasn't anything that I felt like I couldn't do. I was definitely nervous and shaky, but it was like exhilarating, and I'm really proud of myself for doing something out of my comfort zone like this, and a challenge like that. It was really cool seeing the rocks up close and just being right on the ledge and seeing the whole landscape out in front of us and all the different rock fins like I was talking about. Yeah, it was amazing, and I'm just so happy we did it.
Let's take a ride. I've got the perfect place in mind.
Here we are at the top of West Virginia. The top of Spruce Knob in West Virginia, the tallest point in West Virginia. Wow, that was really great wording, Becky. There's a sun shower happening right now. It's so nice. We just drove to the top of Spruce Knob, and we're walking to the observation tower to see what kind of things we can observe. Rocks. Let's see what the sign says about them. Oh wow! That's so interesting. This is a really pretty forest. I think this trail is called Whispering Spruce Trail. I'm guessing because of all the spruce trees. Just a wild guess. I love when you can see the new growth on the trees because it's lighter green. My dad taught me that actually. It's lighter green on these parts, and then these darker ones are from earlier years. Some parts it's more obvious than others. Oh, that sign looks like it actually says something over there. Lots and lots of rocks. Ooh, some geology! Yay, I love when I see geology signs. Let's see. Looks pretty accurate. Yep, I approve. So far on this trail, we've passed a couple of these piles of rock, and they almost look like they've been like broken apart by people and then like thrown here in a pile. But this all happened completely naturally. My guess is that they eroded through frost wedging, which is when water gets in between the cracks and then freezes and expands as it turns into ice. And then over time that slowly breaks apart the rocks into chunks. And since we're kind of at a flat part of the summit right now of the mountain of Spruce Knob, they're not really like directly falling down a slope. So they kind of just like pile up here. And it's so interesting to see it. It's like a field of boulders. There it is. Up we go. Oh my god, this hurts after today. Our muscles are so sore from the Via Ferrata. Yay! Lots of trees, but you can see pretty good. So there's a lot of trees right here right now blocking a lot of the view, and I saw on the sign in the parking lot that they used to cut them down when this was in more active use, but they keep them up now because it creates valuable habitat for birds and all the other animals. I just felt a raindrop, so... Oh, I just felt another raindrop, so we have to go back to the car. And there's a lot of bugs. Good morning. I'm having my last breakfast out on the porch. It was quite rainy and stormy last night and windy, so the porch is a little wet. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and say that I'm probably gonna end the video here. I'm leaving today to go to the airport to fly home. Yeah, I had a really great time in West Virginia, and I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about the geology and the fun things you can do here to see the geology in action. I'm gonna eat my breakfast, my yogurt bowl, then we're gonna get going to the airport. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. There's a rainbow! There's a rainbow! Oh my god, what a great way to end this trip. Oh my god, look at this. It's right in the middle of the valley. It doesn't really show up very well on the camera, but wow. We were just saying yesterday when it was starting to rain a little, how it'd be so cool if we saw a rainbow. Look at that.